Okay, so I have a few minutes before I have to go inside. I am sitting in the parking lot of a new OBGYN for an appointment. Hopefully I can get some sort of answers today. I feel like this has been nothing but a whirlwind of emotion and frustration. This is now going to be the third practice that I've been to, which I guess technically only the second because Carl canceled my last appointment and I wasn't able to get in for another week there, which is why I'm here at OSF to see a person here. I mean, we have been trying for over a year now, and have had what I think is 2 chemical pregnancies / early miscarriages. People classify them as different things, but essentially 2 miscarriages that happened before 6 weeks. So super early. I don't know, some people probably don't even really consider that like a miscarriage, but I don't know, I definitely was pregnant and then was not, so I'm considering it an early miscarriage. Once in September and once in the very beginning of January, like January 4th or something like that. So pretty sure, I don't know if I'm for sure ovulating or not. Hopefully we can figure that out today. And if I'm not ovulating, figure out why. I was diagnosed with PCOS at the last appointment that I went to. And that doctor, he's something else, which is why I'm no longer going to see him anymore. But I've always had a period every month, even if it's been irregular. But ever since I've been put on the metformin and progesterone, which I don't know if it's a combination of both that have been working, or, sorry, I'm just checking the time, or if it's just one or the other. But I've had consistent 27, 28, on my app it says 27-day cycles, but I feel like for me it's a 28-day cycle because I always start I start spotting or something very, very late at night, 11, 12 o'clock at night. So, I mean, give or take, I would say it's a 28-day cycle, but just because I feel like that's what's happening. So to me, I feel like if I'm having a normal 28-day cycle, I probably am ovulating, but I can never get positive OBKs. And I've gotten positive OBKs before, last year, 2020. But ever since I had the miscarriage in January, I have not. And I mean, honestly, I've not been peeing on 4 sticks a day, 4 OBKs a day like I was before, because I was driving myself fucking crazy, and that's not good for anybody. So yeah, hopefully I can get some sort of answers today and something. Hopefully she does some sort of test on me. I don't know. I've never actually had my progesterone checked. He just prescribed me progesterone, and I was there for 5 minutes, and he was like, oh, I put a note in here last time to give you progesterone if you came back. So another reason why I'm not going to him anymore. So but yeah, hopefully I can figure something out today. It's just frustrating. It's this has been the hardest. Try not to get emotional. Trying to have a baby has been the hardest thing I've ever done. And people don't tell you how hard it can be. I mean, they literally make you think in school, like, if you have sex, you're gonna get pregnant. And that's not the case for everybody. Some people do get pregnant right away. But that's not the case for the majority, and I don't think people talk about that enough. I mean, you go into it, you get married, and, or in my case, I guess, you know, we get married and are like, okay, like, we're gonna start, you know, trying for a baby, like, next summer we're gonna have a baby. Here we are, next summer, still don't have a baby. Should have a baby, because the miscarriage I had in September, that baby would have been due in June, right at the same time that our friends just had a baby, actually, too, and he's like almost 2 months old now. So it's a little hard, but you can't, it's such a hard thing, because you can't hold a grudge to somebody else because they were successful. You can't be upset with other people because that's not their fault. Like, they, you know, it's not their fault that their body did what it was supposed to do and yours doesn't. But it is kind of hard to not, in the back of your mind, kind of be like a little resentful. Not really resentful, I don't know. A little butthurt, I guess. But I try not to be that way, because that's not fair to my friends that do have babies. It's not fair. Yeah, it sucks for me, and they know it sucks for me, and the ones that know what has been going on, you know, feel bad. But I'm like, you shouldn't feel bad that you have kids. It's not your fault that it worked for you and it's not working for me. Like, there's no reason for you to feel bad about that. So I feel like I'm just rambling now, so it's about time for me to go in. So I'm going to compose myself and go in and hopefully have some sort of answers to update on when I get out. Okay. Just got out of my appointment. Loved that doctor. I hope that it stays that way. She gave me a lot of hope, that I'm going to get pregnant, and actually she'll actually help me to get pregnant, and not just, oh, take this progesterone and then take this and hopefully in 6 months you'll be pregnant type of situation, which is what the last doctor did. She thought it was weird that I was on progesterone from cycle day 10 through cycle day 25, because she said you need progesterone at the end of your cycle, not right in the middle. So she told me to start taking it from cycle day 14 through cycle day 28. And hopefully that will help a little bit. I am supposed to come back for an ultrasound on Monday, which I think will be like cycle day 24. She also thought it was weird that I'd never had an internal ultrasound done either. So love that, which I'm glad that she wanted me to do that, because that was actually something I was going to ask her about. So I feel a lot more confident in her that that is something that she brought up and I didn't have to bring it up to her. Yeah, so I definitely feel a whole hell of a lot better. I'm still going to continue to take the metformin, and I've already lost like close to 20 pounds since I've been on it, and hopefully it's finally something that is working for me to allow me to feel better and be better. And I don't know, I'm just glad that it went like I wanted it to, and that I feel much better meeting with her. Yeah, she was very nice, and I just feel a lot better. I feel like a big weight is lifted off my shoulders. I was not really nervous for this appointment, but a little bit, just because of every other time I've went, and it's like, it's been like a waste of money, I feel like, because I've gone and paid the $35 copay and spent 5 to 10 minutes in there with the other doctor, and for him to just tell me like, no, you're fine, like, here, take this progesterone, or, oh yeah, you have PCOS, so that's to be expected, even though I've never been diagnosed with that until he diagnosed me with it. And I don't know, she thinks that maybe I don't have PCOS, but maybe a little bit, but she said that it was weird that he didn't do an ultrasound to confirm that I actually have PCOS. So I don't know, I guess we'll see. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. But I just kind of wanted to start documenting this for myself. You know, I don't know, even though it's been a really hard time this past year, but maybe just as something to look back and remind myself that you have to advocate for yourself. And that, you know, things happen for a reason, and they happen when they're supposed to. And yeah, so hopefully we will get some answers, and hopefully I will get pregnant sometime soon. Hopefully, fingers crossed.